guys, I was just hanging out in Way of the Hunter here today, and the new Hunter log from the developer dropped today. Actually, when the recording goes up, it'll be yesterday or the day before, depending on when the recording ends. Anyways, it's new information that's out. So the developers release this hunting log every few months or so. Maybe it's quarterly. Must be quarterly. And it just kind of goes over what they've been doing, what's coming down the road, and some of the community stuff. So I thought I would just sort of go over some of the highlights here and see what there is. I'm not going to just like read through it or anything like that. Just kind of point out what's going on here. So it just does a little intro here. We got a really nice picture of a pheasant. Looks like a UTV in the background. Nice screenshot there. It's just talking about how they were excited about, when Tikka Plains came out, the player population peaked. And then it goes through what's coming down the road here. So we've seen this before in a previous video, but you haven't seen it now. They do have the roadmap here, and there's a bit of a hint coming. Somewhere in here, he says, but we also have a few more goodies to deliver in an update before the end of the year. Scope out a few more details on that a bit later in the hunting log. So we see the coming through. There's some new scopes there. I thought maybe that was just the 12 times that always came out, or that already came out. But looks like there's going to be more. So no info there on that. But looks like that's probably going to be before the new year. And then it goes on to talk about what happens in 2024. And the exciting addition, of course, is going to be the tripod stands. So it says here they are hard at work at map DLC number 3 and 4, so two new maps, both for next year. And they're still planning on delivering for trophy variations and the ability to change ammo types. So that's really exciting that they're still doing that. And down here it's talking about the hunting and tripod stands. Then in the next section it's just talking about the Steyr Arms pack that we know and love that just came out. And it goes on to say about the free update that comes along. So they made a habit of releasing free updates alongside the DLC, and this time is no different. So they highlight some of the free sort of quality of life stuff that came out in the update. So the video option sharpness, I really appreciate this. I just cranked the sharpness right up. It's a very subjective thing. People just set it to where you like it, but I like to get the blur out of there. We got a fox calling in the background. Gameplay options. The hunter screen effect. That blurriness gone. An excellent change there as well. Ability to skip the racing in Aurora Shores. I never quite understood this, but some people can't beat the race. But it's all you have to do is just drive casually, and you can usually do it. So, but anyways, a lot of people wanted that skippable, so there it is. And here's the animals not changing need zones in response to hunting pressure that I've done a lot of videos at, and Way of the Hunter scientists have been looking at. And yeah, I think a little down here they go into it a bit more. Oh yeah, it's right here. So they want to clear up some of the confusion over the hunting pressure and the need zone flipping. So I'm going to read through this part and just sort of respond with what the community has been seeing and the people testing this. I mean, a few others. Yeah, we'll just take a look, see what it says here, just so you see the developer's perspective on it. It's been off topic in the community since the launch, and we think it warrants a bit of clarification. Without spilling all the beans, this is how hunting pressure works. Hunting pressure in a need zone can increase with every shot taken by the player that has one of these results: an animal dying, an animal getting hit, an animal hearing a shot, an animal hearing a shot on impact. An animal dying or getting hit adds more hunting pressure than an animal hearing a shot or shot impact. They don't affect every species in the game the same way. The more skittish species are more affected. To take effect, they have to happen within the area of the need zone or in its vicinity. If hunting pressure in a zone exceeds a certain threshold, the herd will start using the need zone previously labeled as frequency of use rarely. You will notice that it is changed to often. So that's the need zone flipping. And then hunting pressure zone fades over time. So a few things on this. It looks like from testing that, there's different levels of hunting pressure that could be applied, and I try to assign a number of value to it. So if an animal gets hit or an animal dies on the zone, I count that as 2 points of hunting pressure, and if they hear the shot or shot impact, I count that as 1 point of impact, or 1 point of impact, 1 point of hunting pressure. And what it seems to be is most species tested anyways, which is typically tier 5 and tier 6 animals, it takes 4 points of hunting pressure to flip the zone. So 2 of these, animal dying or getting hit, or 4 of these, hearing a shot or shot on impact. And you can fairly test this fairly accurately. Typically, yeah, that's 2. Basically, most of the time what happens is you're shooting them on the zone and they die in the zone. Well, it takes 2 to flip the zone. And apparently, I didn't actually test this, but others have. If you shoot 4 times or so, or hit the ground around them, then that'll also flip the zone. So basically, these count as 1 point, and these count as 2 in my head. And as soon as it hits 4 points, then the zone flips. And then you can repeat the process on the flipped zone, and then flip it back again. But once you flip it back again, then we can't seem to flip it again. So it seems like it's stuck permanently or something like that. That's how we're seeing it's working. The other thing to note here is hunting pressure in a zone fades over time. So far, we haven't seen this. We haven't seen any zone fading. It's been tested to the point. Basically, you can do this test. Knowing that 4 missed shots into the ground in the zone with animals at it, flip the zone. You can say take 2 shots. Take 2 shots on it. They'll run away. That is applied, 2 points of hunting pressure, not enough to flip the zone. And to test to see if the hunting pressure goes away or not, basically you just have to wait. So, Toothless Chihuahua Greg, he's tested this, and from my understanding, after 4 years of in-game time there, so that's 12 in-game days, the hunting pressure never faded. So he kills back to the same zone, shoots 2 more times to add on to the other 2, and then it equals 4 and the zone flips. So we're not really seeing the hunting pressure fade over time. So that's kind of a little confusing there, because if it takes 12 in-game days and it still hasn't faded at all, like it's just picking up where it left off, it's kind of concerning because the need zones aren't going to be controlled, right? And this will explain why some people are flipping zones on 1 shot or something very easily, because what's happening is there's hunting pressure being saved on the zone, retained into the zone, and it's not fading. Well, that's our assumption on it, because we haven't seen any zone fading. It's whatever applies to the zone seems to stay there forever, as far as we can tell. Because 4 years in game, the 12 in-game days, that's a long time to retain the hunting pressure, and we haven't tested it any further. So that's just sort of the scientist's response to this sort of thing here. So I don't know what's working as intended and what's not, but that's how the developers are intending it to work, and that's just what we're currently seeing. So it's still a little finicky, it would seem. I'm a little curious about when you flip the zone and then flip it back, and then you can't flip it anymore. Maybe that's over time it fades. I don't know. It takes a long time to test this sort of thing, and I've sort of stopped my work on it. It's they're too hard to control. You flip zones without meaning to, and things like that. There's one other important thing to note. I think I brought this up in the other video. Is sometimes you can't flip a zone at all, and it doesn't make any sense. Well, apparently, if the 2 zones are close together, like 2 drink zones are close together, which I'm hoping to actually take a look in this video. Maybe we can take a look at that. Then the zones won't flip, because since the zones are so close together, the pressure's being applied to both equally, and they're just canceling out. But we'll take a look at that, because you'll see some zones, right, where 2 drink zones are on the same lake, or 2 rest zones are close together. You can't flip those because they're both within the hunting pressure radius, is our theory on it anyways. So there, just bear in mind of that. We'll continue on here. What are they talking about down here? Quick PSA, the Hunting Season 1 edition. Alright, for the consoles, right, okay. They released the Hunting Season 1, which has all the fun stuff in it. And then, they did a bit of a contest here. A Halloween one where you had to shoot them closest to 3:33 a.m. I had to do a heart shot or spine shot or something like that. So here's the winner here. You can check it out because he's got a 99.46 red to your 5-star. And RMT2 is the winner there. And then Liquid Fire, my buddy, he got one in here. And it was a 94.96 5-star albino Cape Buffalo. So that's pretty cool. And there's other runner-ups there as well. And yeah. And then it promotes some other YouTubers here. So, see if I think this is Hunt Gaming. And then Flinter, of course. And Faye he's got his thing in here. And I don't recognize this one. I recognize the thumbnail though. I think this is Rooster. Not too sure actually. I think that's Rooster Gaming, isn't it? Anyways, so the problem with that, and then down here, here we go. Shout out to Toothless Chihuahua. He's got his handbook here. So I'll try and remember actually to post the link here, but I'll post a link to this hunting log in the description, but also the link to the handbook. But they officially recognized it. Now it's not official information. They're just recognizing that it exists and promoting it. It's this little handbook here, which is close to 150 pages long of all the information we know of Hunter, or Way of the Hunter, and all this sort of different tests. And this is just an example chart of the new, or some of the rifles. A recent addition to the handbook, which is really good to see. And then what's next? They're just looking at a few fixes coming down the line here. And I'm really hoping that that scope that's coming is got a nice reticle into it. I don't really like the 15 times the 18 times one. I like the 14 and the 12 times scope. I just want more zoom on those. So hopefully we get something like that. So this is just going on about that. Then they say what they've been doing. That's I think this is the community manager, Michael. He's visiting Steyr there, where they were doing research and looking at the rifles being added to the game. And then looks like they did a bit of a party, and they went to a gaming thing, I guess, to show the games off. And I think that's about all. I think, yep. Alright, so that is the hunting log. So what I'm going to do now is actually just hop into the game and see if I can show an example of the two zones that are close together. Alright, just flipped over to the game here, and we're just going to go up to my normal test herd actually. Fantastic. I could test it somewhere else, but no, we'll keep using my test herd. So this isn't a multiplayer, this is just a single player. See these two, I wonder if these are close enough. They look fairly close on the map. We're going to jump over there and scout them out. This should be the often zone here. And if they're close enough, the theory is I shouldn't be able to flip them because this pressure is applying to that. But maybe they're too far away. I'm not actually too sure. So let's just hop over there. It is still within their drink time actually, but I'm not too worried about starting the test immediately. I want to take a look at the zone first. And basically if I shoot two of these on the zone, then if it doesn't flip, then the theory sort of holding true. I've already shot one though, and I've already put hunting pressure on the zone. I don't think it's flipped. I also don't know if this one's a good example because the range hasn't been quite sorted out yet. So here they are here. My favorite test herd. And the other zone's right there, of course. So I'm going to go up there, just check on it, make sure it says often, and then measure the distance. And notice that nowhere does it say that just spooking them just by walking around adds hunting pressure. So we can be rest assured, just running around and spooking animals isn't going to add any hunting pressure. It all requires a shot of some type. Wait 1 second. I have a mature in here. Uh-oh. Here's a new development. This is my animals all reset. And I know why too. Oh, that's an interesting. That's something we didn't know. This is my test herd. None of them ever make it to mature. What I did is I recorded an introductory, an intro to Way of the Hunter for beginners, which is coming out soon, and so I had to start over, right? So I backed up my save. These aren't my. There's no way you could have gotten old. Oh no. Uh-oh, I gotta test some of my other animals. Everything reset. Oh no, I gotta test my other test herd. Oh, I'm gonna be grumpy if it's wrecked. Okay, I'm gonna be looking at that too. Maybe I got confused and somehow more years went by. No, I don't. Maybe, I don't know. Alright, I'm concerned now though. Alright, let's stay on track though. Okay, so this is the often zone. And then if I mark right here, right on the zone, 178. You know what? That's probably too far out. I think the zones might have to be closer. I don't know. We'll still test it, I guess. But what I need to do now I'm getting distracted. Because I need to see if my test mule herd is wrecked. That'd be so disappointing. Oh, man. That's weird. The save game should save all your animals, right? So I pulled my save out of it. And all this is the same. I'm on the right mission. I've got all my stuff, don't I? Like, it's not like I'm out of equipment or anything, right? Yeah. Yeah, this is all the same and good. And, like, vehicles and stuff? Maybe I'm getting confused. We're going to find out in a second, because I have this test herd going, and they're all the same age. So if I see bucks that are different ages in this herd, oh man. That means somehow the animals are disconnected from your save game somehow. Wow, that doesn't make any sense. Anyways, I'm not going to jump to conclusions yet. I got to find the mule herd here. It's the one that lives right out here. Okay, I'm really hoping here. I think these are the mule deer coming up. Now that I think of it, I guess I haven't shot at my mule deer test herd in a while, like cleared them out. So maybe, I don't know, it still takes a long time for mule deer to get to mature though. Maybe it's possible. I'm really kind of hoping. I think they're these guys right up here. Because they're there. Is that the drink zone I need? Yes. Okay, so it is them. Alright, so there should be 5 bucks and they should all be the same age. And I'm not in a great spot to scan them here. Okay, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Oh, good. Alright, so I just had a brain fart then. They're all 1-star adult. Okay, that's good. Whew! Okay, so I have had more time pass in Nez than I thought. Maybe time does fly right along. Because how long does it take for mule deer to get to mature? 7 years? That's 21 in-game days. I haven't played that much. But I suppose it has it really been 21 in-game days since I've annihilated that herd? I suppose I left the 2 males, maybe. Anyways, doesn't matter. It looks like I'm saved. Whew. Alright. Yeah, because typically on my test herd, I suppose I am shooting the does most of the time. But 21 in-game days seems like an awful lot. I don't think I play that much. Okay, they're all the same age. Phew. Good. Alright. Back to what I was doing. So, so we know it's the often. The only thing is, I don't know if it's close enough. That might be too far. I guess we'll find out. Let's see if we can flip the zone. Let's wait for them to pop back in. They should come back in here. Come on, magic deer. Didn't go past. Have they left? Maybe they left? Alright, give them a second longer. Oh, I guess I've just been fast traveling. I haven't rested. Okay. Well, that's no problem, because they're just where they they spooked away. So we'll go back here, and we'll go on to the next day. Now, the next day is actually the first day of a new year for me. So everything's going to age up here. So I'm just going to go into nighttime, adjust my toolbox calendar, and be right back. Alright, well, my toolbox calendar says I'm in year 8 since I reset the calendar and started. So that's 24 in-game days, so I guess I play Nez more than I think. Oh, well. Let's go into 11 o'clock, bring the deer back. Maybe I can hit 2 on the fly here. Do it all in one go. Or maybe it'll flip with 1 harvest and just another 1 hit. I'm thinking the hits and the harvests are the same, are worth 2 points each. It seems to be there's only 2 levels, high hunting pressure and low hunting pressure that you add. So 2 high hunting pressures will flip the zone, and 2 low, or 4 lows will flip it as well, and you can add them together. So here they are. I can actually take out this mature then. That just caught me by surprise is all. Like the one guy's looking really large, but he's only a 2-star mature that it's scanning in the background there. Oh, he would have been that adult, so he just became a mature. So he could definitely grow bigger. Okay, so we'll leave him alone. I can just take down the couple mature. Well, I might as well take him out. There's no point in keeping him. What do I got? The SSG? Alright, lots of bullets for follow-up anyways. So I think I'm still in hiker, so we can just jog right up here. Shake their hands. Or hooves, I guess. And these are the whitetail. They're out of range for me to see. Don't worry too much about them. Yeah, so if I'm shooting at these guys, I mean, I could be putting hunting pressure on like the elk and stuff that come by here. Are they here today? No, they're not here today. But this, like, you'll be putting hunting pressure on these guys by accident, probably. So the need zone stuff's just gotta be hard to control, so I'm not worrying about it too much. I just basically treat both drink zones as the same, and both feed zones as the same. Just hunt them both. Alright, which one was the 1-star mature? This guy, right? Oh, now I want to make sure. Yeah, okay. So let's hit him and just try and take down another doe. See how we make out here. I might have been too forward. Oh, I got missed. But that should be a total of 4 points. Alright. Once he dies anyways. I think it has... I don't know if it has to wait till he dies or not. Maybe not. I wonder if I even hit him well enough. So that's, I mean, I'm wondering if the hunting pressure on these mule deer got added as well. Alright, let's take a look at the blood. He was in the bush there, so yeah, he's still going to go down. Okay. We'll give it a second. Let's check the zone. So it's rare. Okay, yeah. So it's not close enough for that need zone. I was just wondering about that. I was trying to think. Greg was telling me, but I can't actually remember the numbers. Actually, I might have the Discord open. I can double check and see what numbers he had, because that's far enough away, I guess, that this hunting pressure is not adding to that zone. Okay, so there's some science there. So, from my understanding, from what Greg was saying, the zones, like it's the science isn't done yet. It's just he's throwing out numbers that he's seen. That zones that are no further than 184 meters, they won't flip. But I've got one that's basically right on the 180 whatever. So must be closer than that, maybe. Anyways, that's just the working theory right now. So we'll see. Looks like that one's right on the border, but it did flip. I wonder if it matters where I was standing when I took the shot. Because if I took the shot, no, because hunting pressure is applying here. And then it's less than 180 meters over there. But again, we're kind of rough judging it because who knows where the measurement is and what the actual distance is. But I wonder... Yeah, I probably won't worry about it too much. Just, it seems to be a thing. It's just this isn't a good test because it looks like it's just right on that limit. So you'd have to find 2 zones that are really close together. Like, well, bear's not going to be a good choice. I'd have to go through the toolbox and take a look. But yeah, I guess there isn't too many that really sit right beside each other that are the same. But you will encounter them. A good test would be this guy, right? Oh no, not that guy. This guy. Alright, because that can't be too far away. Or these guys? Oh no, this one. So, but I'm not really gonna test it. It's Greg's been doing it. I trust him in his science. He does that big handbook, and he's fairly accurate with all of it. But we don't know for sure, right? We just think that's what's happening. And I lost the deer. Okay, he's up here. Here he is. Yeah, I shot a bit forward. Oh, no, that's not bad. What was he, 44%? There, sell him off. Okay. So I think that's all I really wanted to look at. I just thought that was closer than it was. So not a good test on that one. If you do encounter it, just keep that in mind if you do bump into some of them. Like, I don't really have an example, but you will see ones where rest zones are really close together. Like Tikamoon's got a few. These seem all fairly spread apart. Yeah, so you wouldn't have to worry about it too much. Oh, you know what I should test, actually? Let's run over to the other mule deer herd, because they would have heard 2 of those shots, right? Alright, their zone should be here. No, that's the elk. Which one's the mule deer? It's all mixed in here. Maybe the mules are... Okay, so it's often. Let's go up here and just sleep an hour, bring them back. And then I'm just going to shoot at the ground. So they heard... They would have heard 2 shots. Now, the shots weren't hitting the zone, though, but I don't think it... I don't know. Let's find out. So, in theory, 2 more shots at this mule deer group should flip the zone. But that's just a theory. Like, the shots might actually have to land in the zone. I'm not 100% sure. But that's what this is for. And, of course, they're not even here. I don't think they spawned in yet. These guys aren't coming back. They should be at the other side. There they are. Look at need zone flipping in action. That is their often zone now. Now my test herd is forever over there. But all I gotta do... Maybe we can just run over there and shoot 4 times and see if it flips back. That'd be a cool science experiment too. It's just too much science to do. But that's not a bad idea. Just run over there and... I can probably get 4 shots off before they get too far away, and we'll see if it works. Why not? Oh, this is gonna wreck it though, the wind. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna start shooting now. We just gotta get 4 shots off into the ground before they all get buggered up. Okay. Let's see if that did anything. Okay. Is this their zone? Oh! Ta-da! We flipped it back again. Yep. Just like that. So now if I teleport over and check the other zone. Okay, just approaching the other zone again. So we just flipped this in the same day. Just an hour ago. And then, what's it say now? It's back to often. We're playing ping pong with the mule deer. Hey. Oh, they teleported back because I fast traveled. Right. Okay, that's still a thing, of course. Okay. So I can either try to flip it back again. The theory is I shouldn't be able to. So let's... Man, this blood stays forever. This is from a long time ago. Anyways, let's go here. 1 hour and see where they are after that. So this should still be within drink time. This is supposed to be a short video. Supposed to be short. Alright, so this should be their often. They should pop in here. I wonder if the other mule deer pop in as well. Because it was often as well. Takes a moment for them to teleport around. Nope. Are they over here? Game's still trying to decide where to beam them in. Or did it just give up on them? Maybe it just gave up on them, did it? Weird. Okay, no idea. Maybe I wouldn't put them on the rest zone, would it? Is there any mule deer anywhere? Hey, these guys aren't even here. Alright, maybe the game decided to send them to the rest zone. Oh, it shouldn't be already, should it? Mule deer. 3 o'clock's a rest, yeah. No, it shouldn't have teleported them to rest zones. That doesn't seem right. Unless they change that too, maybe on me. But they're clearly not at their drink zone. And I'm pretty sure this is their often zone. The other herd, I got an often mule here and an often mule here. I'll just double check the zone. And I guess we'll go into the next day to find them. Must have moved them to the rest zones. I did not expect that to happen. Usually they would spawn on their drink and start walking to the rest zone. Okay, yeah, I got 2 oftens. And then this one should be an often as well. Okay, and then this other one still should be often. Okay, yeah, they just disappeared. So let's, okay. Mule deer, or... Oh. There they are. Yeah, they're heading there. So it teleported them not on the zone, but on the way there? I've never seen that. They're not on the rest zone, are they? No, the rest zone's deeper in. Maybe it spawned them in over here and... Weird! I've never seen that. I wonder if that's new. Almost always they'll spawn... Previously, they will spawn on the zone and then just get up and start walking to the next zone. I've never seen them spawn in the middle. That's fancier if it's doing that. Because, yeah, there they are. They're off to the rest zone, which is deeper into the woods. Interesting. I'll have to keep an eye on that, too. So many things to keep an eye on. Let's go into the next day. And I do want to do another test here on them. So same thing, like this is basically what I do here to just make sure it's all smooth. I go into midnight into the new day. And then I use this time to update my toolbox to make sure I don't forget. Okay, it's shortly after 11. They should be teleporting in any time now. And what should we do? Try to flip that zone back. Try to flip this mule zone. Yeah, maybe I'll shoot 4 times of these guys. And see if this one also flips, because it should have retained hunting pressure on it. Even though I'm not shooting at them. Let's see if they're even there. These guys showed up. Like expected. And we'll just see... 5 mule deer here. We do. Oh no, elk. We got the elk today. Well, that's okay. We can test on the elk too. I'll take 4 shots into this zone. I'm going to have to crouch though, because these guys are going to see me. 2-star mature. Yeah, everybody's here. Okay. Let's crouch. I got to get closer into these mule deer. Oh, everybody's here today. And you know what? I need a rabbit for that mission I'm on, the bunny one. And I just so happen to have the Gavi with me. Oh, did I alert you? No, okay, good. Okay, stop moving, bunnies. I need one of you. I'm assuming these guys aren't going... Oh, I spooked the elk. Oh well. So much for testing them. Are they spooking the mule deer? Did they wreck everything? Yeah. So there's that propagating secondary spook stuff, because I did not spook the mule deer. Not on hiker difficulty crouching this far away. So there's an example of it anyways. People wanted it on video a while ago. I've seen it a few times on video. Let's get a bunny. Might as well accomplish a bit of a mission here. There we go. Oh, can I get another one? Get this mission out of the way. Oh, good. Alright, what do I got doing here on that one? 20 kilograms out of 27. Accomplishing missions while... Cavity damage on the heart. Wow. Accomplishing missions while doing science. I really like the flu arrows. It's good. Sell him. Alright, well, I guess... Like, it's not supposed to be a long science video, so I guess I'll just shoot 4 times of these guys. Are they still here? Did I spook them too? I mean, that, for a 2-star mature, I mean, he looks, the mule deer always look impressive. Alright, let's just see if we can flip it back again. I don't think we can. There. No, I'm not too worried about that one. That's mean I don't really want to do any more heavy testing on it. It's just the way it is now. It's I'm not going to be able to control the need zones to any kind of practical use. As you can see how easy they're flipping back and forth. Like I want to set one to be, you know, I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm okay with it being bouncy around anyways because I'm not really too worried about tracking the need zones anymore. It's not that practical. Okay, so it's data often. That's, I mean, I'm not going to go after this test too much either because I have tested this one before and it's on video as well. Once you flip it there and then flip it back again, you can't flip this zone again. So anyways, keep all that in mind in your own playthrough and see what you think. There is one more thing I want to take a look at because I want to make a little short on it because this came up because, well, I brought it up. I don't use the Steyr GAMS because of how loud it is. And I was going to make it into a short probably, just do a comparison in the sound. What I will do is, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do 3 quick, I'll do a bunch of cuts and just firing off the different, some of the different guns. Okay, that's a good idea. Bear with me. It'll be in the video because it's good to be in the video too. Basically, the Steyr GAMS, like the sound file, is significantly louder than all the others. Like, it's not just a louder rifle. It's, in my opinion, the sound file is way too loud. Because I could see the decibel. Like, I can hear it for one thing. I'm like, wow, that is way louder than all the other rifles. But I also see the decibel changes too. So what I will do is we'll do a bunch of quick cuts. And yeah, I'll show a few rifles. So bear with me. There should be a few different like rifles right in a row. Well, I guess I'll show this too. This is my iron sights on the 300. How do you fix that? Oh, that's fun. Oh well. I'll just keep that in too, I guess. Alright, so let me know what you think about that. So I measured it during all the tests there, and the loudest one, I only used a few of the rifles, right? But the 7mm-08 was the loudest before the GAMS. Like, the GAMS was the last one. And like I was measuring it there, and it's close 5 or 6 decibels louder that this rifle is. So The next loudest one I think is this. It's just sort of it's significant to me, anyways. So this is the 7 mil. I'll do it again here in just a second. Yeah, so I got that at a -6 on my little decibel thing. Well, it's not a good reading, it's just the scale I'm using. I think that's the loudest one besides this. That's -6. This is -1 and -2, so it's a 4 to 5 decibel volume change, which is, decibel is not linear, right? Yeah, no, it's significantly louder sound file. I can't find another rifle that's really louder than the 7 mil. I didn't look at them all, I guess. But I mean, we could try like another new one. 9.3. Just see where it's landing on the decibel thing. Same as the 7 mil. So, yeah. They did something. Their little sound file's not balanced. Guide rifle? Well, that one's louder than the other two, but still not at the GAMS level. It's 3 decibels quieter than the GAMS. Anyways, I'll stop fiddling around with that. It was just something I noticed. I don't use the GAMS because that decibel difference is significant enough that it's to keep the sound volume up, like so I can hear everything else. The GAMS reaches the level where it's just too loud, and it's just too loud. Like I'm okay with like the guns being loud, but it's still got to be balanced with the other audio around it. Yeah, see, there's all the rifles are just quieter, and it just with the balance, because I feel before, like, to hear all like the animals and everything around me, I've got the volume set okay, and then the rifle balance is all set okay. But then when I pull the GAMS out, I feel like I have to lower my volume before firing because it's just too much. Anyways. Yeah, the video is going way longer, way longer than I wanted it to go. That's my rambling. But anyways, I gotta finish it off here. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the hunting, and take care. See you next time.